Hey guys, I shared a thought in class today, and I thought it'd be worth sharing with a few more people. So I just had a birthday, and sometimes I know sometimes you have a birthday, you wax poetic or something. But it had me thinking. On my birthday weekend there, my wife made me Thanksgiving. And it was, we had stuffing and gravy and turkey, of course. But there's protein in that. And pumpkin pie, and I had some of this stuff. And I think people don't realize that I have this stuff maybe more than they think I do. You know, um, and it had me thinking of the amount of guilt and shame that we tie into food. Even the other day, like I came home and they had made a little treat there, and I had some of it, and I did it guilt-free. In there. And so one thing is, I know I'm doing a lot of good stuff, and that does help out the guilt-free feeling. But I also think that drives a lot of the struggle. So if there are forbidden foods that you're not allowed to have, in your nutrition plan, is one, that's all you think about. That's all you think about is like, oh, this food, oh, it's so good, and it drives your food fantasies, so you're thinking about it all the time, so if there is, that kind of food that you're really fascinated about, then I think you just have a little bit of it, and then keep going on with life. I think when you start to go crazy, about the food, and it gets in your mind too much, what happens is when you finally do cave, you don't have the willpower to stick with it, to hang with it all the way through, and so you cave and you end up eating that food. When you eat that food, a lot of times people end up eating that food as if they are never going to get it ever again. And so you end up eating a ton of food, because you're like, oh man, this is something I'm not supposed to have, I'm being naughty, I'm being bad, I'm eating this, and then you eat way too much. And I think a much better way is to have, no food is out of bounds, you can eat anything, but you're not gonna focus on the things you shouldn't eat so much, you're gonna focus on the things that you need to eat more of. You're gonna spend more of your mental energy on, okay, am I getting enough protein in? Am I getting the vitamins and minerals through the vegetables and fruits? Am I getting some of that good stuff in my body? All right, you focus your energy in on that, and not like, oh, don't do this and don't do that and don't do this. When you have a craving, like the idea of having a craving and like just trying to sit on it for a while, like seems really, really hard to me. I don't do that very often. A lot of times I'll go and I'll have a little bit of it, but I won't spiral out of control. The guilt, the shame, all that stuff is much, much lower. And I think that's an area that we need to work on if we want to make long-term progress. Is the food is available, but I'm going to choose to eat more healthy. I can have that. It's not like I can't, but I'm going to eat this good stuff more often. And when the opportunity for something really yummy and super cool comes up, I might eat it. All right. But then I do lots of other good things, and so it balances out. So hopefully that is a helpful thought for you. Is don't go so crazy. Don't forbid foods. You can have it, but focus on the good stuff you're going to have. All right, focus on the good quality foods you're trying to take in, and I think you'll be much more successful, and you won't have the guilt, shame, and binging spirals nearly as much. All right, have a good one.